Greetings. Welcome to Knights of Honor.
Greetings and welcome to the second episode of our Irish run here on Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign. If you have missed the previous episode of this run, I will strongly advise you to check it out. Not only because, of course, today's episode is the logic continuation of what we have done already in the previous episode, but also because the first episode of the run contains my personal review of this game. So check that first, and then, of course, we can discover together how this second episode of the run will progress. The goal of this run is to basically unite all kingdoms in Ireland under one single flag. But as you can notice right now, we didn't really progress much in this direction. Ireland is still divided into 4 different kingdoms, exactly like upon the start of this run. And we control only Dublin and the surroundings. This is because in the first episode, basically, I wanted to focus more on strengthening our economy, building our army. So, of course, I didn't have the chance to start tackling, let's say, the warfare and the expansion of our territories. Now, if we think of our diplomatic situation, it's very simple to summarize. We have very good terms with Munster. We are linked to them via kinship relationship. We also have good terms with Galway. We are currently trading with them. That's also what is contributing to this good relationship, which basically means that the logic per exclusion, the logic target for a potential first expansion in Ireland will probably be Ulster. On the other hand, I do not really think that our first war in this episode, or in general for this run, will be conducted in Ireland. What I was thinking to do instead, now that we have an army, is to test our troops by joining someone else's war. And I was thinking that maybe we could help England in one of the wars that they currently have, which is the war in Wales, and use this as an opportunity to test our troops. Then this will also give us the chance to maybe pillage the villages in Wales and make some extra gold. And also the real reason why I would like to do that is because, as I was also mentioning in the first episode, I would like to keep very good terms with England because they are a dangerous neighbor. So basically, yes, what I hope is to improve their trust by supporting them in this war. So that could be a possible way to proceed. But of course, there are still a number of actions that I need to take care before I can really join England in this war. Because, for example, as you can see right now, we do not even have a marshal. So that will be the very first thing I'm going to do today, to hire a marshal, and we don't have enough gold. So I will need to pile up 200 units of gold for the marshal. I was also thinking that it will be nice to have a diplomat, so I will need other 200 units of gold also for the diplomat, because then we can also use the diplomat over time to increase the relationship with England as well. And later on, when we will need to declare finally war on Ulster, then we might create an invasion plan with diplomat, so it's needed anyway. So let's remove the posts and let's start collecting the gold that we need to expand our royal court, and then we will join England in their war. Very good, we have enough gold for the marshal in Dublin. Okay, we have Baron Niall, but now let's pile up also the gold. Very good, we also have another prince. Let's pile up also the gold for the diplomat, and let's take a look at this little boy. The birth of a healthy royal prince has blessed our kingdom. He bears the name of Cass. May he grow strong and wise and follow his father's footsteps. He has a clear inclination for stewardship, so this is quite obvious that he will be a merchant, and we educate him. Then a kingdom was destroyed. This is Croatia, was taken by the German forces. Okay, now we can also hire the diplomat. This is Baron Duenald, and now what we can do is move back to England and propose them to help them in the current war with Wales. The English are pleased. This is great. Your army might be small, but it is good to see that you pointed in the right direction, King Donchat. We find your war against the Wales to be a smart decision. Everything was already pillaged by our opponent, so we will go straight to their capital, together with the English armies.
To battle and victory! Our crown authority is dwindling, my lord. Our merchant's opinion has worsened.
So now the English soldiers are joining us, and this should grant us a victory, I believe. The only problem is that our treasury was robbed, which of course is not good. A foreign spy stole 1,000 units of gold from our treasury with the help of Merchanty Dead. Okay, this is very unfortunate. Even worse, our merchant has fled from our kingdom and vacated his seat in our court. Merchant's opinion decreased because of that. Now we will just forget the merchant and hire a new one. I need 200 units of gold.
Our ranks were reinforced by another army. We have received a diplomatic message.
And England offers a trade agreement. We will accept. This is very nice.
In our kingdom applaud our actions, sire.
I'm also going to select this action of improving the relationship with England through the diplomat, as I was originally planning. It will cost us some gold, but it will strengthen even further this relationship, so okay.
On my way.
The only problem is that without a merchant it's very slow for us to get to the 200 units of gold, but we will manage. Also, we have a lack of food income right now, and kingdom stability at -6, so of course we have to be careful, but I will fix this.
A letter from the Pope requires your attention, my lord.
And the Pope is not happy with the fact that we do not have a cleric. None of your closest advisors is a representative of the church, who then protects you from the deceitful traps of Satan, my child. We are sending one of our loyal clerics to your court. I will accept. Of course, this
Clergy applauds our recent actions.
will consume even more gold, and right now we struggle to collect, but it's fine. And at least now the clergy opinion went from -1 to 0, so it's very good. I really want to get to this 200 as soon as possible, because we really need a merchant in order to make more gold. And it seems that Pope Paschal II, who was starting a crusade in the previous episode, if I'm not wrong, he's dead now. And after an unanimous vote, it was decided that the new Pope should be Cardinal-elect Poppo of Papal State, now known as Pope Lucius I. And now we have the possibility to hire a merchant again.
My name is worth many bags of gold.
We will assign him to Dublin as well.
Like a river to you.
And we will trade with... I will continue to trade with Galway. I mean, with England we will make not a lot of gold. We could make more gold with Munster, but I really want to strengthen the relationship also with Galway in the meantime. So as soon as I will have enough gold to support this action, I will start trading with them again. And it seems that now we could breach the defenses of the capital of our opponent and attempt to take it over. We will do it. All in. It's heavily one-sided. Let's see if we can close this war rapidly, because right now we are struggling with the army supplies.
A new crusade is coming.
And the new Pope announced a new crusade, this time against Almoravids. Blessed days are upon us. Pope Lucius I has called for a crusade against Almoravids. Crusader Bohemond from Antioch was chosen to lead the army on its holy path. New Pope, all debits. And in the meantime, we have almost defeated our opponents. Fantastic. Shortly before ending our supplies, it seems, which is great.
Splendid work, sire.
Very good.
We won our war. We captured a new province. Our army's opinion has improved. We've gained favor with our nobility.
Awesome. So army opinion increased. Our recent victory in battle has improved the standings of our king with the army. +1. nobility opinion increased. The successful war, army opinion increased by 3. Town siege won. We successfully defeated the Welsh armies and now the town is under our control along with the entire province. Which is actually quite nice, I will say. I was not really planning to expand in Wales, but because we granted our support to England here in the hand, we managed to expand our territories already. In a wrong direction, I would say, but it's still a good start. And of course we will need to restore the peace, I believe, in that territory, which I will do shortly. Our kingdom is the most respected. No other kingdoms has such good relationship with the rest. Interesting. And now we will need to establish order in this province. This is what the marshal is right now trying to do. Okay, we have another prince. So the queen has done a great job giving us another son. In all of this, also disorder handed in the newly conquered Welsh province. So I will say that for the moment everything is going fine, but before we continue, let's check what it could be a good education for the new prince. Of course it will be espionage, so let's raise him as a spy. Educate.
Our prince has grown and can learn new skills.
Very good. This is the second prince we had, Prince Cass. Now we can choose something for him, and probably it will be stewardship, I will imagine. Yes.
The queen has given birth to a healthy prince.
And we have another prince, so the queen is really like blessed because she's only giving birth to little boys. So a blessed day is upon us that the queen has given birth to a healthy prince. He bears the name of Flightbertage. May grow strong and wise and follow his father's footstep. He has an inclination in different direction. We could make him a marshal, we could make him a diplomat, we could make him a cleric. Maybe a marshal is never bad. Educate. And now we can increase the crown authority, and this bring our kingdom stability to 0. Very good. Another important improvement in the course of the second episode. And now we have the Prince Leod, who is going to be the future king. He's ready to basically join the royal court, which is great. We can pick another skill for him. What it will be? Courtesy, that will be nice, but I will go for leadership. And then we can appoint him. And we could instead exile the current cleric. Yes.
I will pray for you, even if my services are no longer required.
This is a rebellion here in Wales. Interesting. Galway wants to help. Let's accept. Should we ask England support with the rebels, maybe? And they will help. Very good.
Political view.
Yeah, because it seems that our Irish allies are not really coming. So let's move our troops before they complete pillage this village. Okay, heavily one-sided. And I will lead.
Be a decisive victory for our mighty army.
Because this might give me the chance to show you this part of the game. I didn't showcase the Total War component of Knights of Honor 2, so I will do it right now with these rebels. I think I should be able to handle them.
These criminals deserve a severe punishment. Our men can capture these points to secure a swift victory. We will stop the burning.
Very good. So as you can see, we have the possibility to attack the capture point of our opponents, and this is probably the easiest part of the game, to be honest. I already mentioned in the past that this game depth, and this is a good example, but you will see it very soon. So let me take the light cavalry. So basically the goal is to simply flank, if possible, the opponents.
Let's go. It looks safe. We're being flanked. We are on our way.
So that then it's possible to target basically the opponent's capture point, and it's quite easy to capture them. Okay, one capture point is taken, and we have almost taken also the second one, which will lead us to victory in a few seconds, basically.
We dominated the enemy and drove them off, taking all capture points.
Yeah, this is it. This is the total war mechanic of Knights of Honor 2. There's not much to showcase, it's just this. And you can repeat this almost for every war. And now we go to plus 15 of kingdom stability. This is quite interesting. This is because we have recently defeated the rebellion. Very good. And by the way, I think that maybe we could cut the video here for today. After all, we had already significant progresses. We managed to expand our territories, even though not in Ireland as originally targeted. And we also managed to restore order immediately after the conquest of the province in Wales, and also now to defeat the rebels. So I hope that things will be kind of stable in the future. The only negative note is that the king has already reached the old age, so I'm not really sure for how long he will live, but on the other hand, we are ready to control the kingdom with Prince Leod, who is already part of the royal court, and he's basically the heir who is going to inherit the crown as soon as King Donchat will die. One very last action that I was considering taking before closing the video of today is getting a tradition from here, which is basically depending on the skills that we assign to the ruler. But on the other hand, I just realized that I have, yes, enough gold. After that we have defeated the rebels. This went up to 1,200. But unfortunately, I do not have enough books to unlock the tradition, because it requires up to 400 books, and right now we have 127. Maybe we will unlock one of the tradition with Prince Leod, the successor. I don't know, we have to see. I can only invite you to keep following the series, and if this will be the case, guys, see you in the next video. Cheers.